President Obama today tried to walk nervous investors back from the brink with an early afternoon pep talk. It did not work. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry reports on what he said. Good evening, Ed.
Well, good evening, Brett. 3 days after being informed of the downgrade, the president spoke out. He didn't really offer much new or take responsibility for the exploding debt. Instead, the plan for now, at least, seems to be stay the course.
Despite stocks diving as he spoke, President Obama dismissed the downgrade and market gyrations that have the nation on edge.
Markets will rise and fall, but this is the United States of America. No matter what some agency may say, we've always been and always will be a AAA country.
The president promised to soon present a deficit plan to a super committee of Congress, but took no personal responsibility for the debt itself, instead pointing his finger at Republicans by touting the section of the Standard & Poor's report that puts some blame on the contentious debt ceiling debate.
We didn't need a rating agency to tell us that the gridlock in Washington over the last several months has not been constructive, to say the least.
A theme started by Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner, who was asked Sunday by CNBC if the White House's policies are responsible for the downgrade.
Oh, absolutely not. You've seen the president work incredibly hard and make really amazing progress trying to heal the damage caused by this terrible crisis.
Despite Republican calls for Geithner to go, officials say the president is sticking with him and his claim the White House shares no blame.
Any responsibility for this downgrade?
I couldn't say it better than the Secretary of the Treasury said it.
So you haven't added
the downgrade,
any debt.
But Ed, I assume you read the S&P document. The downgrade had everything to do with the political gridlock.
Which is why top presidential advisors are blaming the Tea Party.
This is essentially a Tea Party downgrade. The Tea Party brought us to the brink of a default.
But Republicans like Senator Lindsey Graham say the buck stops in the Oval Office.
We're 3 years into this, and he's failing, and it's not the Tea Party's fault. What was hope and change is despair and confusion.
Now, certainly, in fairness, the Bush administration left this White House a huge debt mess, in part because of those two wars that were not funded. But the fact is that this White House doesn't seem to want to admit it's been adding to that debt handily, Brett.
Much more on this with the panel. Ed, the president's fundraising tonight?
Two big events for the Democratic National Committee here in Washington. The first one's got about 140 guests. They're paying $15,000 a family. So he's raking in big bucks. There's no doubt this president is going to have big money in 2012. The question is, what's the message going to be, Brett?
Okay, Ed, thank you.